Hi, my name's Andy Neely, and I'm here to explain to you what the Better Futures programme is. This is a new programme being offered by Cambridge University. It's designed to help people who've been successful in their careers and who are now thinking about pivoting and having a focus on social impact to define a 10-year life plan. How is it that they're going to spend their next 10 years making sure they make a real difference in the world in terms of sustainability, equality and health? We're bringing the best resources from Cambridge University together to work with the leaders on the programme to make sure they really deliver their life plans.
The programme is for people who are at a stage in their life when they're ready to challenge some of the working assumptions, when they're really ready to explore what might be possible both for themselves and the expertise in which they work, and who are ready to come with an open mind and to some degree an open heart about what change is possible.
We are looking for people who have achieved something of significance in their career. You could be from any background. You could have a background in the private sector, in government, or the third sector, or a combination of those. Secondly, we're looking for people who really want to make a difference on an issue of significance to the world. And third, we want someone who can learn with others and can contribute to the learning of others. We want people who are team players, who have an idea of themselves, but can work with others who have different backgrounds from them.
We have 150 departments and institutes in Cambridge University covering all sorts of fields, and those departments and institutes are populated by some of the world leaders in their subjects. And it's a chance for cohort participants to go and learn from and work with those leaders in the subjects that really interest them. So it's a real opportunity for individuals to tailor an educational experience to their particular interests.
You know, if this is going to be viewed by people who potentially are considering coming on the programme, I would say don't come on the programme if you just want to have a nice time in Cambridge for a year. Because, you know, there is real energy and potential around creating a better future. So do come on the programme if you're at a pivot point in your life where you feel like a year amongst an inspiring community could be exactly what you need to turbocharge the next path of your career. Do come if you want to be stimulated and you want to, take advantage of the opportunities that Cambridge has to offer to help you on your own path. Don't come if you expect it to be spoon-fed to you or you expect it just to happen by osmosis by being here. It is an invitation that you have to accept, and therefore you have to chart your own path, you have to be your own agent of change, you have to demonstrate your own desire to make yourself, better in the future, if you like, and that can only come from you. So it's not about the Better Futures programme doing things that make you better, it's about you doing things that make you better. This is just the perfect environment in which to do it.
And I think that I've been more challenged than I ever dreamt. And again, I come from Silicon Valley, new ideas, and expanding your mind is part of the culture. But I have had exposure to people within the colleges and the departments and the entire ecosystem that is so different than I thought I was going to get. And I really never had any idea that the Cambridge community was going to be so welcoming and so invested in my success. I mean, it continues to be a surprise every day.
And you can sit down at dinner and you could be across from a chaplain who's talking about theology and sort of moral dilemmas of the day. You could be sitting next to a PhD astrophysicist who's interested in rockets and space exploration or working at the Whittle Lab. You could be sitting next to a brilliant mathematics professor or talking to a young sociologist who's really interested in what are the impacts of AI on humanity, right? So you have these unbelievably diverse conversations with this really kind of cross-sector interdisciplinary perspective. And it really is part of the magic, that ability to mix and to mingle and to meet people of different generations, different ages, different cultures, different backgrounds, and different intellectual disciplines That's where innovation happens, at the intersection of all of those things.
So what we're really doing through the Better Futures program is providing an environment, a setup, a structure that allows successful people to answer the question, how am I going to spend the next 10 years of my life to really maximize my impact on the world? And that's what Cambridge is all about. Cambridge's mission is to contribute to society. And if we enable the Better Futures leaders to contribute to society, we're working directly in line with the university's mission and our ambitions.